Geelong District Football League. We are the Raiders from all around Geelong.
Trail Corio 6-6, Werribee Central 6-10, Belpost Till 9-7, Belmont Lions 4-5, and North Geelong 7-6, East Geelong 1-8.
So play is underway here, and it's been a draw each of two for the first 20 seconds or so. Wall for Geelong West gets the ball. He gives it away to Robbie Sims, kicked around his body, comes into it, the attacking. He tries to knock it to his vantage, but can't get it out there. Picked up by Reddy. Reddy gives a handball back inside to Baker. On one contest, but it's going to be over the back. Parsons will outgun Kelly here, leading the race for the ball. Can he control it? No, he cannot, and he will take the ball out of bounds in the forward pocket for Geelong West, outer side of the ground.
So no score in the first minute here at Anakie in the third quarter. West very strongly into attack, and again Reddy in the play in the first minute, very conspicuous today. From the throw-in, ball comes to Grant, almost a throw. Umpire is on the blind side, using his strength. Farquhar,
Hasn't played that all day.
He hasn't played all day, and I thought Farquhar had the football.
Well, I hope he doesn't play it all day, because it was the wrong decision.
So free kick went to Fulton, goes out wide. Mark taken for West by Cogger. Back from whence it came. Mark dropped off hands. The crumb picked up by Denham. It was had a pot shot from 30. Has missed to the left hand side. 1 goal, 3 off.
Drives long, gets the ball outside 50. Over the back was Ricketts. He couldn't bring the ball to ground. Off hands though, picked up there by Bowman. He will drive the ball up to the centre wing position. That would be
belated down the ground.
And a long one too. He bumped him as he kicked it.
So Ettridge had the ball. He gives it off to McAuliffe. McAuliffe goes out wide. Don't know if that was great advantage back to Ettridge, but he can control it. Brings it back inside to Gatt. He's had a fair little bit of the footy. Done quite well. Drives the ball long, and that will be a mark down there to Gavin. I think that might be in the outer side of the ground. Gavin, he would chip the ball forward, looking for Lewis. Lewis can't control it. Going around there was Bradshaw. He gets the ball away, drives the ball down the wing. Big long kick into this wind, travels a good 60 metres that kick, running down the outer side of the ground, and it's Sims leading in the race for the ball, but the boundary line
25 metres, and that's the difference in the game.
Yes, so it's team disciplines, isn't it, that winning out at this moment. From the ball in, ball comes to ground. Players really fighting hard at ground level, but it is the skill of Geelong West that finally gets the ball out. Cogger, Farquhar, back to Cogger. Now it's at almost.
Mitch
There
Steele,
was a plate of food went past and Grubby missed it.
Yeah, I tell you what,
You're getting slow.
I was watching the ball like I'm supposed to be doing.
Ball out of bounds.
Come here.
Just outside forward 50 for West, kicking with the breeze to the southern end in this third quarter. In the ruck on that occasion, Baker tapped it forward for West. Ooh, pretty solid tackle,
well done,
but great work, Sims, into the forward 50, and good defensive mark taken for the Anakie side. Couple of handballs, comes out finally, picked up by Vickery off the side of the boot. That's a good pass, it turned out.
Well, that's what he meant though.
In the arms of McAuliffe. Long kick towards half forward. Ball dropping, players not prepared to come at the footy, and the flight of the ball beat them all. Now it stacks on the mill. Priceless to Anakie, but in the ruck tap it comes down to Ettridge for Anakie. Handball across to McAuliffe, but now out wide. Can they make something of it? Taken by Fulton, round the boundary. In front is Rickett, can't bring the mark down, however, and Grubby, there's been a lot of markable marks not taken today, hasn't there?
Yeah, I'm going to put the blame to the wind, a fair bit of that.
So Rickett again gets it towards full forward, but again the defence of West, they attack the footy, they attack the man with the footy, and they've been able to take it away towards you, in fact over the boundary line 50 metres from the behind post. 5 minutes gone in the quarter. 10-8 West lead Anakie 6-5.
Big opportunity for Anakie. It's in their forward 50 against the wind. Comes off hands. Picked up there by Phyllis. He gets a handball over the top. Player brought to ground. Play on, says the umpire. Giving off hands to Rickett. He's going to centre the ball. 2 Geelong West players, though, are there. Oh, has he paid the mark? No, he hasn't paid the mark. He says he's dropped it.
Hold the ball? No.
Umpire says, I will ball it up. Probably a get out of jail free card for West, sitting right on the point of the goal square. Maybe a touch.
Umpire was totally behind the bloke going for the mark, wasn't he?
Yep.
Ball up, comes off hands. Rickett off the plate. Well done, Stevie Rickett. That is a goal off the
Cause in the middle. As ruck contest on that occasion. Rickett doing the whole lot for them. He's doing the ruck work, got the tap down, but at ground level,
That's
ball
better,
comes
Bowman.
to half forward, and Bowman takes the defensive mark, gets it to Vickery, goes to the defensive side and finds his man in Parsons. He's run off Kelly. Parsons now back into the corridor, and they're using it a bit better at the moment. Anakie as Wisebrook takes the mark. Unfortunately, they're sort of in and out grubby, aren't they? They ought to go one way or the other, and that kick's gone astray because Dan Kelly chips in and takes the mark, goes over the top, and this fella's played well. Denham runs around the man the mark, runs around another one, has a bounce. He's pretty quick too. Goes goalwards. Unfortunately, a shocking kick.
too much with it.
Straight into the arms of Colliver, and Anakie able to relieve. 7.5 minutes gone. 10-8 West, 7-5 Anakie.
Full forwards don't want you to try and beat the field. They want you to get it in there to them.
So Colliver delivers a short kick to Parsons. He comes out then and finds
trouble here.
McAuliffe drops the ball, comes off hands though. Who's in there underneath? It's that man Wall. Can he get around one? He can. Kicks away, centres it. Over the back is ready. Can't bring the ball to ground. Leading in the race for the ball is Cogger, and the man McMurrick for Anakie will see the boundary line as a safe exit. And over it goes, and it will be thrown in. Gee, they were lucky to get out of that one.
Lucky not to get a free kick for a high or a late tackle there too.
I did take my eyes off it because I thought it was an easy
So
mark
did
and
the
all over.
umpire.
Yeah. Comes off hands, ball comes down to Reddy off it. It's going to be a snap at the other end, but Bowman will come back and take a mark right on the behind post. Has he got a lot of space to move here? Kicks in and finds Wisebrook for Anakie. Deep into the back pocket of the Anakie side. They've got to work out of this somehow. Ricketts on a long lead is ignored. Umpire says get on with it. Bring the ball back into play. Probably should have used Ricketts. Steve's there now though. Oh, great mark, Stevie Ricketts. Beautiful work. Comes out to the 50-metre arc. They've got to chip this ball out and try and work the way out of this defence and into attack. Comes up the outer side of the ground. Pittman can't bring the ball.
One-on-one makes it harder to get it out.
Steve Rickett obviously taking Wilson's mantle and doing a sensational job in this third quarter. Gets the tap down from this throw in. Comes to Phyllis. He can't control the footy. West desperate for goal here as it come to Reddy. He's grabbed, and the intensity of the Anakie players, Grubby, it's much stronger in this third quarter.
Two Anakie blokes down here. Phyllis is one, holding an ankle.
There's three actually, and but the ball's back to the middle of the ground. Now we've got a one-on-one. Donaldson, he working very hard with Lollicato. He wins out, gets it to the half-forward line. Reddy can't control it. He might be able to run and carry when he gets it, but that's surely in the back. Where's the umpire? They're still here. The ball comes out. There's a great pickup this time from Sims. Back into the corridor. That's where it needs to be. The back of the pack. Nobody there for either side. We've got a foot race on. Reddy leads in the race for the footy. Can't get down and pick it up. Kelly picks it up. He's rushed through for a behind. Kelly almost got the opportunity, but didn't work. And 10-9 now. West 7-5. Anakie, the Grandy Cycling Sport third quarter scoreboard. 10 minutes
I
gone.
reckon he's rolled his ankle. I thought it was a cramp at
I
first.
thought it was a cramp too, the way they're stretching.
I reckon he's rolled his ankle and he should be okay.
So Steve Rickett, rucking, kicking goals, and now kicking in from fullback. He's got it all covered, the captain. Ball comes out to Gatt. He will go out by hand to Gary Ricketts. He's in a bit of trouble, tries to break a tackle. Just gets the ball away in time, I would think. Comes off hands, McMurrick. He can't control the ball. Gets around one Geelong West player. Gives it then by hand. Goes up there to Gatt. Back to Gatt on the centre wing. Comes out there to Lollicato. He'll drive the ball long looking for Lewis. Lewis, can he get to the front? Yes, he does. Brings the ball to ground, but there's no one there to assist.
Why? Because he's bringing all these blokes along with him.
I don't know what has occurred there in the centre of the ground. I think it's that's 2-metre rule or whatever they call it. But Lewis has got the ball for Anakie and he's given it into the centre of the ground, and he has found Fulton. Fulton by foot goes out wide to Vickery. He's got a little bit of space. Small chip kick in there, and mark will be taken for Anakie by McAuliffe. McAuliffe still a long way from goals in this wind. He's probably right on the 50-metre arc. Sees a lead. Lead comes there from and is honoured by, I think that might be Oh no, it was not.
It's
It's
Gavin,
Mitchell
I think.
Gavin. I didn't think it was Mitchell Gavin because I was going to call him first. But anyhow, Mitchell Gavin, very acute angle, probably well beyond 45 degrees here. He's about 30 metres out from goal. With this strong wind's going to take the ball across the face. Comes in, aims it at the near point post. He's going to bring it back around. Bring it back around. And Sport scoreboard, 12.5 minutes gone.
So West through Donalds. That ball's going to land in the centre circle. Huge kick. Mark dropped for West by Baker. Good chase there from West in the middle of the ground. They grab it, immediately handball. Are they going to get a kick? Finally they do, towards half forward, but it's all Anakie back there. West put themselves under pressure, Grubby. Their skills have dropped in this third quarter under pressure, and Bowman with the footy goes for the safety of the outer boundary line.
The Anakie pressure at the moment, they're a different side. Both sides are different.
So ball thrown in, Rickett again. Doing a great job, as Grubby mentioned a moment ago, in the ruck. Goes towards Denham at half forward. He can't take the mark. Better defence there from the Anakie sides. They can't mark, they're punching, and the ball forced to once again. Inside the forward 50 arc for West. Sims almost doing the ruck work there, and would have been interesting if they'd paid that, Grubby. The poor throw in caused the ruckman not even to be in the contest. However, the wind is playing havoc with all concerned at the moment as the boundary umpire now outside 50 gets the NG. The wind dropped that down. It was a good tap down by Jervis. He's been unsighted for the quarter. Now the ball touched off the boot into the West forward 50, Bowman. Perhaps he's playing the loose man in the defensive half at this time. He gets
and doing it well this quarter.
He does over to Kavanagh. Kavanagh towards centre wing. Away they go, Anakie at half. But 15 minutes gone, third quarter, 10-9 West. They lead Anakie 7-6.
Ball comes forward. Anakie can get a break here. I think that might be Gatt gets the ball forward, but in the way there will be Donaldson. He gets around one. Gets the ball back along to the boundary line, back the way it comes. Umpire says play on.
Yeah, you're right.
Looking for deliberate. Yeah, he's paid deliberate.
And I tell you what, I think he's right.
I think it was there.
Straight for the boundary line.
I think it was there. There was no
wherever you want.
He's supposed to be in charge of the game. He's a mile behind.
He was a bit behind, but he got it right, I reckon.
strong mark to Donaldson as Anakie go inside their 50 again. He's played quite well. Danger. Can't bring the ball to ground. Will Geelong West get out of jail with this one? Looks like they might. Can't pick the ball up. Oh, taken to ground there was Philby. He can't get up. Picked up there by Peters again. Kicks off the side of his boot. Lucks of fortune as the ball breaks to the left. Comes out there to Lollicado. Can he get the ball around? Gives a little handball off. I think it might have been Gatt once again. He'll bring the ball around, but not enough, and that will be out of bounds on the full deep line. So Geelong West come away now. Takes a bounce, comes out, and mark taken. Lucky mark, Lux of Fortune, comes out looking for Connor Long in a one-on-one contest. Can he get the ball to ground? He can't. Anakie players there, well done by Long. Picked up by Wall, gives a little give to Sims. He's in trouble. Umpire says...
Right.
You through it?
Incorrect disposal.
You through it, Robbie? And
He's about 3 minutes behind. This fella's got no idea.
Ball comes out. Oh, Lux of Fortune for Anakie as it came onto the ground just at the right time for Jamie Phillis. He's recovered from that knock or cramp to the leg. Ball smothered. Comes off hands. Looking for Sims. He gets it back and gives a tap over his head. Phillis. Oh, Gutsy came through. Reddy could have really made a mess of him then if he wanted to. Can't control the ball, and Weisbrook will take the ball out of bounds in front of the coach's box.
It might have been an idea for Reddy to actually keep his eyes on the footy that time.
I think he's done that twice. I've actually nearly called that before.
It's all right to go in like that, but keep your eyes on the ball. You never know where it's going to get to.
So ball in. Ruck work done on that occasion by Jervis for West. Get it to ground, but can't pick the footy up. Player held without the football. No, said the umpire. Attacking the football was Fulton. He toe pokes it along the ground. Picked up a bit of positive play by Baker. Goes towards half forward.
Here's a go now.
On his own as Holmes. Decides to go goalwards. Almost mark taken on that occasion, and he runs basically into the open goal was Brendan Wall. He kicks it.
So the spare man in defence works when you're putting pressure on blokes up the ground, doesn't it, Eric?
It's coming off much better. So ball back in the middle. It's been thrown up.
Not his fault in the first quarter that his men didn't put enough pressure on, and that means it was senseless down there.
Yep.
Wrapped up by the players. Umpire will restart it back in the same position, middle of the ground.
Interesting now, West have manned the loose man up in the forward line, Grubby.
Yeah.
They're really picking on this ruck contest and separation, and there's another free kicks happening. This time it will go to Ricketts. So Steve Ricketts looking for an option. Pittman comes forward, gives him an option, but he's got 3 Geelong West players all over him there, and it'll be brought to ground, marked by Anderson. Anderson looking for an option. Drives the ball out long to the outside wing, looking for Long in a one-on-one again. He gets the ball to ground. Good work there, though, by McMurray. He goes over the top by Handbear. Picking up is Mitchell Gavin. He goes forward, and a good little mark, small short chip, and a mark there to Phyllis. Phyllis. Again, close to the man on the mark. Comes off this time, though. Goes deep into the pocket. Flies up there was Lewis. He can't get the ball to ground. Picked up there by Lollicado. Centres it into the... Tell you what, he's nearly kicked a goal there. He has centred that beautifully with the aid of the wind, but it has run through for a minor score. It has. Minor score to Anakie, though, will go to 7-7. Geelong West, 11 goals, 19 and a quarter minutes gone.
I think they're 11-9 actually. Ball brought in quickly. Umpires paid the mark in the middle to Holmes, and that's from the kick in. So it's a very long kick. Now Holmes goes towards half forward for Geelong West, 1-on-1. Bowman clearly hand in the back, and that's a terrible kick off his boot. Made the job there of Rhodes very difficult, but he does it well, Rhodes, until he decides he'll try and bounce the ball. Now he comes back and in front, another atrocious kick from Anderson, and Steve Rickett having a magnificent quarter. Handballs it out wide, finds Gat. Gat now, he kicks towards half forward. There's terrific reading of the football, and
Lewis.
That is Lewis. He's read that very, very well. I tell you, he's outside his range with that breeze, and that's almost a free kick in the back. I would have thought to Anakie deep in the forward line, but not paid. Now West, the opportunity to come clear, as they do. Yes, they do now. As this player on his own out there by a mile. Handball comes across to
Steele. That was
Steele, and where do they go from here? They're chipping the ball. Looking for Farquhar. He's going half pace. Perhaps West are running out of legs, Grubby, because they're certainly not running as well as they were in the first half, and there are times when Anakie are certainly outrunning them at the moment.
Yep.
But they've done West this well through Sims. Sims gets a handball. Now we've got a kick there from Robertson. Farquhar, I think he was going to play on, took the mark. Now he goes toward the goal square. 1-on-1, it's over their heads, it's heading towards the scoring area, but it goes a left turn.
Yeah. And he's allowed to play it, and he should have.
Yep, yeah, good point. And, is it? The throw-in has got right away from the players on this occasion. There's a good sign, because Wilson running past us, testing his knee out, looking reasonably free, very heavily bandaged, but if he were just able to get back on the ground, it would release a bit of pressure on Rickett, and Rickett does the ruck work on this occasion. Luck is a fortune. The ball fell to Kelly. He lost it, then he was thrown to the ground, but they forced a behind. So another behind to Geelong West. 11-10-76, 7-7-49 Anakie. De Grande Stockton Sports third quarter scoreboard, 22 minutes gone.
So the everywhere man's going to do it again. Ricketts brings the ball back in, and he will find Tridge. He goes wide. Tackled just as he's kicked it, got the ball away. Going out wide, he was looking for Kavanagh. The Geelong West players are leading there. Sims, he'll get the ball out. Comes off hands. I think that might be Mitchell Steele. He's going to kick long into goals, but the Anakie players are going to get back, and that will be a mark there to Phyllis.
He's been good.
He's got everywhere, Phyllis, hasn't he? Comes out to McAuliffe. Can he control the ball? Yes, he does. Just keeps it inside play. Comes up the boundary commentary side here, and the mark is taken by Steve Ricketts. Ricketts right in front of our position here. Half-back flank. Looking for some options. Couple ignored. Get on with it, says the umpire. Steve Ricketts drives it long, right up the social club wing. Big fly from the back by Pittman. Can't come to ground. Wrapped up the Geelong West player and brought to ground. Umpire that.
Well, wouldn't be doing that, not when he's looking anyway.
And Wilson back on the ground, so his run around obviously did him the world of good. Comes off hands, kicked there by Mitchell Gavin. He drives the ball forward, brought to ground though, and quite well done by Philby. Ball driven back now, long kick with this breeze. Comes into the Geelong players, comes over the back to Long. Can he get a run on? Tries to go back inside and doesn't get it. Sims butters up, looking for any option he can get. Kick it, son. Can't kick it. Gets it away. Picked up there by Gatt. He goes around 1 and 2, back inside to Ettridge. Ettridge, beautiful takedown by Denham just at the end there, comes back to Sims, can go back for goal, kicks long, and it is offside, and that is another minor score to the Anakie side.
Looks in a bit of trouble, Bowman too.
So they will go to 7 goals, 8, Anakie, Geelong West.
No, it went the wrong way. West got the score.
Oh, West got the score, sorry. 11-11. How about that? 11-11 to 7-7 on the Durandi Cycle Sports scoreboard.
I saw why Sims didn't kick the first one at goal. He's looking for someone to give it to. He's kicking for goal is appalling.
Yeah, exactly.
Not at all confident.
No.
So deep in the back pocket, Anakie with the footy. Where are they going to go? Decide to run on. Handball to Wilson, then puts a tackle on. They're trying to create something. Phyllis, he's run himself into a bit of bother here. McMurray, he's got to kick it straight up in the air, and the wind is a foot. Saves everyone because it fell to ground. This time it is good work. Sims got the footy, got it clear, but it's very scrappy. Comes out. The only player without a player on him was McAuliffe. Takes the mark. Mark not taken up there, and West again through Philby. Long kick to the middle of the ground, over the head of all players with the breeze, taking it back. Player falls on the top of it. Now it comes out into the clear.
Got to go, Wilson.
Wilson probably can't go as the player Cogger has the ball in front of him and can't bend down to pick it up.
Yes.
Took him a while to give it, but he finally did. I think there was two free kicks as he now gets to his feet. Jamie Phillis deep in the defensive area. He's throwing his arms out, not knowing where to kick the footy. He's got to come along the boundary, son. Now he's called to play on, goes across the face of goal. Well, I was going to say it would come off, but it's into the arms there of Long. Handball over the top. Now they're back. Their skills are failing a little. West as the ball now goes out of bounds on the full. As
who you said? Britney Spears. Jeez,
no, there were no spears out there.
Over the back there is, I reckon, Aboriginal country.
Tommy Parsons drives the ball out long, looking for Wilson. He's definitely not right. Jervis comes over to the front, can bring the ball to ground. Boundary line will be his friend. Have not come with the win this quarter for the Cheetahs as the ball comes back in. Wilson will get that one over the back, but shark beautifully by Sims, goes forward by hand. Big long handball looking for Robertson. He's wrong-footed though, and the boundary line will...
A little bit. The skills have deserted him.
So back in we go. Wilson can't get to that one. Denham taking the ground, probably a free there.
Wilson. Take the footy. You've got to get rid of it. He didn't get rid of it, but Wilson fell on him. So, like, it's 6 of 1 half dozen the other, isn't it?
No, I don't think so. He was that late to the contest, he just fell straight in the middle of his back, and the back is the one they always pay first. If he tackles him correctly, he's gone. Yep. I reckon. I never thought I'd say this on last year's form, but Wilson's come back on into the rucks, probably hampered Anakie a bit because Ricketts was killing them.
Yeah, absolutely. So Alex Denham's done his Matthew Lloyd impersonation again, comes in 30 metres from goal, puts it up with the wind. Will the wind bring it round? Yes, that's a great kick, Alex Denham. That will be his second, and Geelong...
So it might be very difficult to get 5 goals in the last
that's
quarter.
What's worrying me, Eric.
But, again, terrific tap down by Jervis in the ruck for West. Unfortunately, they can't get away with the foot up. No prior opportunity on that occasion for gap for Anakie, surrounded by West players, but we're still in the middle of the ground. 50-50 the two ruckmen. Ball comes to ground, picked up for Anakie by McAuliffe, smothered off the boot. Kick goes in towards forward 50.
Well done, Robertson.
So a little chip there goes Goalwards, and that was off the boot of Bradshaw.
Squirt of adrenaline comes into play.
You betcha.
Parsons, little kick to himself to try and get a bit more distance. Goes out to the defensive side of the ground. Leading in the race though there is Britton. He can bring the ball to ground. Rove though by the Anakie player in Cogger, that was. He'll go out wide. Gat with the ball. He goes up the outer wing side of the ground. He's looking for Lewis, but good work there and punched away by Tyrone Patch.
In the quarter, 12-12 West, 7-7 Anakie. The ball comes back in on centre wing. West at ground level on this occasion do well, but it's really a rugby scrum at the moment until Ettridge for Anakie. Breaks clear, kicks the ball towards half forward as the siren sounds to end the third quarter in what was probably a disappointing third quarter. However, Geelong West 12 goals 12-84 lead Anakie 7 goals 7. The ball goes in there, not home. And a terrific effort. Jervis twice gets the tap down for West. They get the first kick inside forward 50. Has, overrun the ball, Bradshaw. Oh, he came back. Terrific tackle. And now they've gone for, they're running hard. Terrific work there by, that was Farquhar again. Unfortunately doesn't score. The ball is over the boundary line. And they really worked hard there.
They really tried to knock it forward, didn't they? They just kept carrying it forward through Wall and Farquhar. It was almost, again, that rolling scrum sort of look, wasn't it?
The rugby type, yeah, you're right. So the ball 30 metres from the behind post for Geelong West. Kicking to the northern end in this quarter against the Breeze. Ball comes back of the pack. Attacking the ball is Bradshaw. Does well. If he can pick that up, he's a chance. Unfortunately, doesn't get any elevation on the kick, and it's cleared out by Parsons from fullback. Terrific kick. Good contest. Umpire has paid in the back, and the free kick will go. I'm pretty sure that was Gavin.
Yep.
As he goes along the boundary line looking for Ettridge.
Oh, that's a free Pendulums.
Yes, we've done well. We've promoted them. As Gavin, second effort again. Geez, second efforts have been very sound. However, the ball comes clear for the Anakie side. We'll go out of bounds directly in front. Ball to come in. Rickett does well, made good position, but beaten on that occasion. The ball comes down to Kavanagh. Kavanagh, handball over to Phyllis, goes goalwards. Oh, Pittman diving forward. I don't think it was even a slips catch. I don't think he got a touch on it.
No, he didn't.
So Phillips...
for the Cheetahs, looking for options. He's got to go to the defensive side of the ground, surely, and he does, and we'll find Philby out there. In fact, it is Donaldson. He now, a short kick, so they're using that possession game. Football comes up into the middle of the ground. Does West. Holding on for it till the umpire says get on with it. They're really trying to hold possession footy here. Up there flies at Jervis. He can't get the ball to ground. Comes off hands. Little slipper goes in there. Leading off the race though is ready. He kicks the ball off the ground. Nearly takes his co-player's head off. Comes around now. Good hard work there from Ettridge. Ettridge has been told he is holding the ball, and the free kick will go to West in the hands of Daniel Baker. Baker goes out wide to the defensive side of the ground. Patch with the ball. Looking for options. Jervis makes a move. That's where he's going to head. No, he's gone over his head. Comes up the top. Oh, it was a mismatch in the contest there with Wall trying to go over Ricketts. Ricketts just tackled as he kicked it. Can't get the ball. Picked up by Lewis. He's tackled. Brought to ground. Rove there. Picked up there by Gavin. In and under. Kicks forward, but Geelong West are there in the defence. Comes off hands. Oh, it's come down. It's going to be a kick for goal. I tell you what, he's missed it.
Needed that.
He's missed.
So Donaldson. Ooh, he's taking a bit of a risk down the middle, but it's all West players there.
It was a good kick.
Terrific mark there for the West side. Taken by Anderson.
Oh, he knew he handballed it to the other way. He called for it.
The chips middle of the ground on his own is long, and this is where Anakie perhaps falling down a bit. There's too many loose players. There's another one at centre. So it's gone to centre half forward.
No, it's going to be an Anakie kick.
Why?
Don't know.
Farquhar was by himself when he marked that.
Oh, this bloke is...
There was no one near him.
No one within 5 metres took the mark then. So I'm mystified. Now it's in the hands of Rickett in the centre of the ground for Anakie. Drives it long, and it is long. Inside forward 50. Back of the pack. Anyone with a bit of pace here could run onto it, but haven't got the run in their legs either side. It's good work. Final quarter. Ball in. Inside 50. Done a great job, Jervis. Gets the tap down. Player held without the footy. As the kick, flying shot, that was... It is another behind. Couldn't quite see who kicked past the 6 minutes. Thank you.
So chip kick comes in for West. Donaldson with the ball. Will drive it up the wing, or the boundary line could win here. I think indeed it will. That's a poor kick into that breeze, and it will go out of bounds, and Lewis will have the ball outside 50. With the wind, he could float this right up to the point of the square. That's where Phyllis heads, trying to give him an option. He does just that, puts it right up high. Phyllis underneath the ball, flies high, can't get there. Good solid work over the back by Donaldson. It was brought back into play. Well, that one should be thrown back in. Jervis gets the ball to where Geelong West advantage comes away by hand to Steele. He gets it away. Sims with the ball. He does a turn of pace, brings it up to the wing position and finds Reddy. Reddy turns back inside now for Geelong West. Drives it up to the half forward line. There's only a one. Leading out in the race for the ball is Sam Kelly. He has it. Can he get round Parsons? Oh, great work, Parsons. Brings him, just held him up beautifully.
Didn't dispose of
it properly. But it's going to come back to Kelly. He's going to have an opportunity to seal the game here. Comes into an open goal. Cross the face, and it won't do that. Still in the field of play. Winter's brought it back in. So Anakie have the opportunity now to bring it down the clubhouse side of the ground, and that they do. Fulton leads in the race for the ball. Jordan Fulton has the ball. Centre wing position. They've got to move the ball quickly here. Comes in forward. Oh, that's not a good kick. Oh, but equally Lima couldn't take the mark. Comes off hands. Two Geelong West players. Brings Anakie to the ground. They can't get free. Players full on the ball. There's some tired players out here, folks. There's no doubt about it. Trying to get the ball out. Umpires letting play go on. Comes out again. It is just a rugby scrum here. There's about 12 players around this footy. Blow your whistle, son, and get it underway.
In front of our broadcast position, the ball goes up in the air. Rickett got the tap to himself, then gets a little kick towards half forward. West working hard through Steele towards centre wing. Rickett again. It's gone back to him. Got very close to the boundary line. Good work there as trying to
got a boot to it. Good play.
So the ball now middle of the ground, ready, picks it up. Oh, that's a good play if he can take the mark. Sims, he can. Just a very good mark under pressure on that occasion. Now he goes almost to the umpire. Mark taken by Long now for West towards half forward. He's really been beaten there, Kelly, most of the day by Parsons with numbers here.
Oh, didn't
that's dropping the ball, surely. And it's picked up.
It's coming around.
It's coming around too far.
So, in fact, it hasn't scored. It's still in play. Kelly, it was from about 50. The wind.
Believe it. At one stage, it looks like it's going through the goal.
Northern end of the ground. A lot of tired players, as the guys have mentioned, really struggling to get to the football. Back of the pack. Can West get it? They can't. Anakie, the chance to get it away, they have. Attacking their footy. Oh, that's good play. As the ball comes to West again, over the top, ready, can't reach it, but he should be able to get around on that favoured left foot. Goes goalwards. It's just too much to the left. 7:10:52. Anakie, Smiths, Holden, Blood, Suzuki. Final quarter scoreboard. Almost 10 minutes.
Why they are going short here, it is beyond me. It's gone over Ricketts' head. The ball's come in from Parsons. He could have kicked the ball to the centre of the ground with his wind. Comes off hands. West Geelong are going to get away here through Bradshaw, going to drive the ball in, and that is a solid mark to Denham. He is going to take the ball 30 metres out from goal. Sorry, that is not Denham, it's Luke Farquhar as he turns around. Similar hairstyles got me once again.
He's been pretty strong up there.
Yeah, he has. And when he doesn't get it, he keeps the ball in there to give himself another opportunity.
Farquhar, 30 metres from goal, could just about seal this for the Geelong West side. Comes in. Kicks through the ball, wind holds it up. Is it going to get there? Yes,
that's the kick of the day.
That's a great kick
today. A little bit more experience.
So in the middle, Rickett, and on this occasion, Jervis again. His second efforts at those tap-outs have been excellent. Goes towards centre half forward, intercepting. Anakie take it away. They get it out wide to McAuliffe. He's on his own. Draws a player over the top to Lolicardo. He goes goalwards, and that's not a real bad-looking kick from a fair way out.
Well done.
So Lolicardo kicks his...
You've reminded me now we're on Goose. Ball back in the middle of the ground. Up we go. Wilson will get that tap down. Comes to Lolicardo. Oh, Lolly! Can't take it with him, Lolicardo. Right on the cricket pitch. Dust aplenty as the ball is in there. Oh, you can't see
the Arabian Desert.
Lolicardo gets the ball up again. A ball off hands. Oh, just players diving on this ball. Tired players falling all over this ball. Was Eric?
Yes, three-quarter time. All other games except Werribee, actually.
Well, we don't need that one, I don't think.
Winchelsea 8-10, Corio 8-8. Thompson 13-12, Belmont Lions 6-5, North 9-9, East 5-11.
So the ball has come back out to the outer side of the ground here, and it is now in the hands of Rhodes. Rhodes with the ball for Anakie will drive it forward. Long kick forward inside 50, goes over the top. It's going to be Ricketts versus Patch in the square here. Is Ricketts good enough to get the ball around? Gives a little paddle back. Comes back to Ricketts by hand. He could kick a goal here if he can get around. Can't. Decides to centre the ball and finds Lolicardo right on the 50-metre mark.
Oh, he's shown us he can kick a footy from a long way out.
He's got to kick it from there. No opportunity to go inside here. He's got the wind at his back. So Lolicardo will kick from 55. With his roaring wind at its back, most of the scoring has been down this end of the ground. Puts it up. I think he's floated it up beautifully. Indeed he has. Third goal to Warren Lolly.
Up it goes. This time Wilson probably get the tap down, but that's a high tackle. Umpire pinged him for holding the ball. What about the tackle, umpire?
Wow.
I reckon he ducked his head.
He got it ripped off anyway. I don't know about ducking. Ball into the forward 50 for the Anakie side. Donaldson runs back to the footy. Too quick for Pittman. Chips it toward the boundary and in fact over. So a little bit too Fultons. So Phyllis now.
Have a shot, mate. It's all 400 people in the goal square. Stick it through and stick it up them.
So Phyllis now. He's got it high.
Tell you what,
in there. No.
Started far enough.
The wind's got it, so only a behind. Golden Blood Suzuki final quarter scoreboard. We've ticked past 16 minutes. That's dangerous. The short kick in goes to Holmes. They retain possession, West, but I reckon if I was a few goals in front kicking into the Brews, I'd be going across the ground. They've chipped it again. Oh, a big stretch mark by Patch. Now he's got a vacant players out wide on the wing. Gets it out, looking for, and he found Baker. Did very well, eluded the tackle. To centre wing, they've got the loose man now, so they can keep it running. Goes forward from Dan Kelly. Over the head of players. Oh, Lux of Fortune. Bounce back for Reddy. Turns on the left foot into the corridor. Kelly. Can he take a mark? Hasn't taken one all day, I don't think, but at ground level, that's a great pick up by Sims. Back out to Reddy. The handball's missed its mark. You can't afford to do that. Finally comes back again to Reddy. Now runs toward the goal. Kicked it low. Skimming. There's a bloke in the goal square. That's got to be held and pushed and everything. He's moved him. Now he'll play on the ball, will he? Now the umpire's right there. Now he's going to... Oh, that's appalling. Like, it was 14 free kicks to the West player in the goal square there. Not one of them paid.
I thought he was going to play hold the ball just to top it right off.
And Farquhar stood his ground with his strengths and did everything right. But the ball up in the air once again. Hit toward the boundary by the Anakie defenders. Now it's forced over, but they need to clear the ball out of here, Anakie, if they give themselves a chance. Wilson gets the tap forward. In fact, the ball comes back to him. Can he kick it? Yes, he can, but I don't think it helped the leg too much. It's now at centre wing. Has got it. Player held without the footy is Donaldson. The ball's picked up for Anakie into full forward, but marking strongly is Holmes for the West side. 18 minutes gone, 13-13 West, 9-11 Anakie.
Holmes goes back out to that defensive side. Big fly on players. Umpires picked it out. Said you flew. Didn't bring anything down. Free kick to West. I think that might be to Roberts. Yes, we'll come back to Roberts. So Blake Roberts, just outside the 50-metre arc defensive half, will put it back. No, does a short chip kick in and finds Alex Denham there wandering up a long way up. Comes forward, ball comes over the top. Baker can't bring the ball to the ground but still tries to control it. Coming in underneath there is Farquhar with his strength again, gets the ball out. Comes off to Holmes, who's run right up the ground. Is it going to get there? No, wind will hold it up. Parsons gets back. Will he see it through for the boundary? He will.
It's hard to beat up there, isn't he?
So a minor score there to the Geelong West side will take them to 13-14 to Anakie, 9 goals 11 on the Smiths Holden Blood Suzuki scoreboard. The ball comes back straight in. Sorry, Eric.
Go to it.
Back through ball was a quick kick in. Comes off hands to the Anakie player. Over the top there now. Drive forward long, looking for on the outer side there, Cogger. He's got a bit of time and space. Turns back in, it goes around Donaldson looking for an option. Sees Pittman. Oh, horrible kick back into Pittman. He's going to give the ball by hand back to Cogger. He can run into an open goal. No, chooses to handball over the top. Got to choose it. Too much handball. Kick's gone straight up in the air. Is it going to make the distance? Oh, Steve Ricketts stands tall in the goal square, walks it right in front. Will turn around and kick this very, very quickly. He's put the boot right into it. Heads down so that there's a goal.
To their credit, West are staying 1-on-1. Again, tap down in the centre. Good work, Jarvis. Now there's a
Gat
whistle, so Gat will get the free for Anakie.
Did it well then. He did a Clayton Trotter and dived forward like Greg Laganis.
So not too sure what to do. He's called to play on now. Oh, gets around the man on the marker. Muffed the handball, but comes back to now. It's dropping the ball this time. Tried to do too much, Gat, and that's another 50. I would have.
No, he threw it straight to him.
Yeah, but tried to knock his head off with it.
That's all right. Went on the full.
Mark taken this time. Terrific work there by Denham. Goes to full forward. There's a whistle
down after the play.
Yeah, you give him one, I think, and that was a totally needlessly thing to do. Which, when you're still in the contest with 10 minutes to go and do that, it's a stupid thing to do.
Jordan Fulton it was, and it was definitely there downfield.
Oh, no doubt about it.
So the handball came out to, and that's a fantastic handball came to Sims, who was running past. He's at a pot shot.
Back in the middle, up they go. Jervis will get that one down. He's really probably had the best of the contest today. Comes off hands. Fulton needs to make amends. Can't though. Comes out to Sims. He'll kick the ball round his body. And a mark there, no, not taken by the Geelong West player. Picked up, taken a little bit high.
Caught the umpire.
So taken a little bit high there was Vickery. Don't talk about your nephew like that. He got a free kick.
I think he might have sturged him.
Eric's nephew then kicks the ball on. Goes out wide. Looking for the defensive side of the ground. Cogger needs to do something with it, but good work by the Geelong West player in Donaldson. He comes back in looking for Britton. Can he get there? No, he can't. McAuliffe is there. It's a one-on-one contest. Donaldson gets back to support him. Great work. Comes back off hands, looking then again for Britton. That might be. Tries to take the tackler on. Needs to get rid of the ball and does, according to the umpire. Gets it away, and there's a free kick to in the back. And who is under that? Is that Cogger underneath that? Yes, it is, I think.
No, I think it might be Colliver.
Cogger plays for West.
He does too. How about Colliver then, if I look at the right side of a piece of paper? An idea. That'd be a good idea. In it comes looking for Pittman. Strong leader mark from Pittman. He hasn't done much of that today.
What's his first?
First mark, isn't it?
When's Jason coming back?
That's nasty. That's nasty.
Nasty pasty.
That's very nasty. Pittman will kick from 50. His ability should easily make the distance. It's all going to be about accuracy. Pops it up in the air. Flying long. Goal. So, Pittman with his...
Ball goes up. And terrific work again by Jervis. And kick off the ground, that time by Cogger. It goes towards half forward for West. Back there, Vickery. Can't control the footy. Numbers with the Anakie side. But West, they do well. Kelly came in as a whistle on play. Umpire, they're giving these free kicks from 40, 50 metres away, and there's three umpires. I find that difficult. The free kick's gone to Vickery, goes towards centre wing, and that's a good kick. He's found Peter out there, I think. Peters goes towards half forward. Donaldson attacks the footy. Chips it back into the middle of the ground, looking for the big fella, and he doesn't let him down. Jervis done very well. Kick's gone out to, almost a sensational mark.
Done well.
He played on, and that was, is it Kelly? It's not going to make it. It's not going to get there. So a foot race. Has it picked up on this occasion? This time it's home.
Up we go again. Wilson and Jervis. Jervis again gets the ball down, comes off hands. Tackle from behind. He's got to be given that. Against Denman for holding the ball. So it goes to Anakie. They need to move it quickly.
No comment.
Time has probably gone, but they come forward now. Looking for Ricketts. Over the top. Flies Fulton. Couldn't get the ball to ground. Ricketts over the top. Players fall on it. Blow your whistle, umpire. At some point, blow your whistle. At any point you like. There you go. Thank you. That goes to Mitchell Gavin. He's had a fair game today. So Mitchell Gavin comes in 35 metres out from goal. 45-degree angle. Puts boot to ball. Don't think that has got around. No, it hasn't. That will be a minor score.
All day at that.
So ball comes back in, and they will find Tyrone Patch.
They're not fighting to go there, are they? They've done it all day.
Done it all day, and the hole's gone well, and then they deliver out to the defensive side. So they go up the middle and then head out wide. Ball comes down, brought to ground. Peters beaten off the ball there by Dan Kelly. He gets the ball away, gets it across there to Steele, that might have been. Dove on the ball again. Umpire says, give it to me.
They're different. Each umpire's got a different
interpretation, haven't they?
Look, they have, but like this one down here, bloke fights his guts out for the ball. He takes 5 steps and doesn't dispose of it properly and doesn't get pinged.
Yeah.
So comes off hands. Ball there then comes to Cogger. He'll go out wide. Dan Kelly drives the ball long into attack for the west side. 2 players wrestling on the ball. Says he's holding. Hang on. I thought Parsons was holding them, but Parsons ended up with a free kick there somehow. He has had a solid game, Parsons. He comes in to the midfield. Lollicado there with the ball. He's got to get rid of it. Comes out wide looking for Phyllis. He takes a strong mark.
Jeez, he's a good mark.
Holds on
to it now. Needs to move it quickly. Had a couple of opportunities. Does now, kicks long, Pittman leading in the race for the ball. It's a 2-on-1. Flows over the top of both of them in that contest. Colliver picks up to the ball. Intercepted though by the West players. Donaldson controls it. It's going to bring it back up the wing here. Oh, not a good kick though. And Gavin will mark the ball.
One of the first mistakes he's made all day.
Gavin chips in forward. Really should have gone longer, but has gone into the centre of the ground and really lead style. But Ricketts is out there. He could do anything with this. Gives a little handball off to Gat. Gat trying to control the ball and can't do it. Dan Kelly's in there. Gives him a little bit of space. Gat gets around him. Patch. Now Kelly picks the ball up again. He takes a bounce. 2 bounces. Goes out wide. Oh, they're just trying to use that boundary line as best they can. Will they get their way?
He's had a very good game.
Yeah,
30 minutes gone in the final quarter as the ball comes in. Picked up Cogger. Gets through a tackle. Handball's out wide. Picked up there by Holmes towards half forward. That's a good looking kick. Attacking the football. Does well on that occasion was Bradshaw. Now the ball's out in the clear. Can they pick it up? They can't. Doesn't bounce well for Denham as it's picked up by Bradshaw. Goes out wide. Player on his own and takes the mark for West. Chips it back into the corridor. Oh, terrible kick. Makes Steele's job pretty difficult. He can't pick it up. He's under a bit of pressure.
Oh, well done.
Somehow got back through the corridor. Goes looking for the lead at full forward. Give a bit of a shepherd. Back it comes to Steele. Steele now towards the goal square and just touched on the line. So Steele gets a behind. That's 15-15, 105 West.
Mark, and he's cramped.
Parsons has brought the ball straight back in as quick as you like. You haven't even got the score out of your lips, Eric.
15-15, 11-12.
Ball came back in. Robbie Sims has intercepted the mark from Parsons as he tried to get a quick coast-to-coast break. Sims kicks the ball in, goes for the pocket, leading now in the race is Wall. He's had a very good game, but will
be someone.
Vickery's just come off the ground.
So ball thrown in, West in control as the ball chipped forward. Unable to control it there is Sims. Does well, battled. Now it's pushing the back, surely, umpire. No, 32 minutes gone. Can't be much more time, surely. Another tap down. He's done a great job, Jervis. Now there's a whistle and throwing the ball against West. The free kick will come back to looks like Ettridge to me. It is as the siren sounds to end a very interesting game here at the Anakie Reserve with the final score showing Geelong West Sporting Club 15 goals, 105 defeating Anakie 11
We are the Raiders from all around Geelong. I'm here to tell you how football